in our control towers.
And
We are going to
Mr. President,
we are going to have the most competent people in the country in our control towers, not people that are there for any other reason.
Mr. President, on that, you said that you envision sending the 80-something thousand IRS agents hired under Biden to the border. What role do you see them playing?
Well, we'll
there?
see. I mean, I may do that, or I may use different people, but we're going to send more. We're going to give the Border Patrol some help. Although now, if you look, they've taken in the lowest number since my administration. The numbers are very low. And at that level, we don't need so much help. People know not to come because if they come, they're not going to make it in and they're going to be shipped out.
Mr. President, you saw, Mr.
Egypt's
President.
president and the King of Jordan have both said that they won't take in displaced people from Gaza like you suggested. Is there anything you can do to make them do that? I mean, tariffs against those countries, for example?
They will do it. They will do it.
What makes you say that?
They're going to do it. Okay? We do a lot for them and they're going to do it.
Mr. President, you've offered over 2 million federal workers the option to resign immediately.
Right.
There are 50,000 FAA employees. Does this tragedy give you reason to reconsider that option of resignations because of concerns
No,
about
there's
staffing
no-
issues
no.
on
If
airline
people-
safety?
If people aren't coming to work, if they're not going to come into the office and report as per the date that you know what it is, everybody knows what the date is, it's been very well documented, then they're going to be terminated.
But you're not concerned though that if many people take that offer, there could be shortages that could lead to
Then they'll
safety
be
issues?
replaced with very competent people. We have a lot of competent people in this country.
Have you spoken to any of the families of the victims of the plane crash?
I don't want to comment on that.
Do you have a plan to go visit the site or
I
meet
have
with any of the
I
first
have a plan
responders?
to visit, not the site, because you tell me, what's the site? The water?
Or to meet with the
Or we're gonna
first
go swimming?
responders down there?
I don't have a plan to do that, but I will be meeting with some people that were very badly hurt with their family member, obviously, but I'll be meeting with some of the families, yeah.
On birthright citizenship, sir, do you believe that there are 5 votes on the Supreme Court that would uphold your position?
When what?
5 votes on the Supreme Court that
What
would
position?
birthright citizenship.
I think so, yeah. Look, birthright citizenship was, if you look back when this was passed and made, that was meant for the children of slaves. This was not meant for the whole world to come in and pile into the United States of America, everybody coming in and totally unqualified people with perhaps unqualified children. This wasn't meant for that. This was meant, when it was originally done, for the children of slaves. And that was a very good and noble thing to do, and I'm in favor of that 100%. But it wasn't meant for the entire world to occupy the United States.
So you don't see it requiring a constitutional amendment that would be,
I just think that we'll end up winning that court in the Supreme Court. I think we're going to win that case, and I look forward to winning it. This has been going on. We're at that level. We're the only country in the world that does this. There's no other country at this level. There's no other country in the world that does it. It's crazy.
Mr. President, if 64 people lost their lives last night, if you aren't confident that DEI had any role, why bring it up?
Well, all I'm talking about is competence. And we want in that particular position, we have to have the most competent people in our country because we're talking about lives. Now, it may or may not have had to do, but I don't like the fact that the helicopter was at the exact same level as the airplane. The helicopter should have been 1,000 feet or 500 feet above it or something below it. The plane was at 300 to 400 feet, or the plane should have been stopped because the helicopter could have stopped. The plane can't be stopped, but the plane was on a schedule that was, it's along a track. They call it a track. And it's the same track that every other plane's used for many years. It was going down and landing. And the helicopter got in its way. And if the helicopter was higher or lower or stopped or turning left or turning right at a quicker time, I mean, it turned, but it turned when it was too late. A tragic story. So I don't know, do you blame it on the air traffic controller too, in addition to the pilots? Maybe the pilot's fault, they should have seen it. I would have thought they should have seen it because it was a plane that was loaded up with lights and everybody, you can see it from Kennedy Center, you can see it very easily. So all I want is the most competent people in our country to be air traffic controllers. It's a very important position, and other positions too, by the way. We're not only talking about that, but air traffic controllers, maybe in particular. They have to be brilliant with computers, brilliant with graphics. They have to be psychologically really, really smart. And, there are a lot of people that wouldn't be able to do that.
We're
talk
just
about-
trying
we
to
talk
foul
about
play.
Tariffs on Canada and Mexico, 25%. That's coming on Saturday.
It's coming on the first.
Okay.
Saturday.
But no.
Don't use Midjourney. Use this new AI technology instead, which allows you to create unlimited designs in minutes for just a low one-time price for lifetime access and give you that professional edge you've always needed in your designs. You don't need design experience. Just tell Artistly what you envision and watch it come to life. Fine-tune every detail, from style, emotion, and mood to specific elements, for complete control over your creations. You can also turn your creativity into profit by selling your designs and keeping every penny, thanks to Artistly's included commercial license. Don't settle for limited creativity or a drain on your budget. Make the switch to Artistly and experience the freedom of AI-powered design.
The control tower DCA last night, that you're aware of.
Well, that's part of competence right there. They shouldn't have that happen. Right there is what I'm talking about. Competence would be, you're not going to have a shortage. But if you had the right people, you wouldn't need as many people either.
Do you know if there was a shortage last night or not? Or is
I
that
don't
still
know.
under
No, I don't know.
investigation?
You're telling me so.